Hi, I'm Colleen.
I'm Emily.
And we are the CSisters.
On this episode, we will be hearing from Annette about RHOTI,
which stands for Real Housewives of Topsail Island.
Good morning.
Good morning, Annette.
Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for coming.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
So, let's all start with how it came about to just the fruition of the Real Housewives of Topsail Island. How did this idea come?
Well, to be really honest with you, it was something God laid on my heart. I've never had breast cancer, so I have no experience with breast cancer, but God kept telling me there was something I needed to do. There was something that needed to be brought to light. So, 16 years ago, I decided, that because I love to ride my bicycle. Mm-hmm. So I just decided I was going to start at the very south end of the island and I was going to ride my bicycle to the north end of the island because this little island is absolutely beautiful, but we never take the time to slow down and look at God's nature and the beauty around us.
Oh, that's so true.
So I thought, well, this will be a good time for me to just come up with something. So I started talking to some of my girlfriends and I was like, I'm going to ride the bike from one end of the island all the way to the next and just take my time and enjoy the ride. And so we started talking about it and I had talked to numerous cancer foundations about what they did. Well, their goal was for me to do something and give them the money. And I thought, yeah, I'm not going to do that. There's too many families in our community that need help. So,
that's true.
Yeah, I just actually started asking around, who can we help on this island? Mm-hmm. So this wonderful girl, her name came up. Her name was Renee Callahan. And, I called her and I said, just so you know, you've been chosen and we're going to ride a bicycle for you this year. We understand you have breast cancer. And of course, she was a single mom, a great chick, and she was just forever thankful. So we got together and there were 42 of us that rode the bicycle that day, and we all threw in $20, here and there. And then when we got back we rode our 26 miles and we got back to Sears Landing because this is kind of where we used to meet to do this. And when we got there, there were people all there waiting for us when we returned from our first trip. And Renee was there, of course. And so people just started donating money that day.
Oh, wow.
And so that day we had 42 bike riders and we raised $2,800 and we gave her all the $2,800. And so then, like within 6 months, another wonderful, lady by the name of Rhonda, she had breast cancer. So we decided, let's do this again. So we did it again. And this time it was just massive. And, we ended up raising $8,000 and gave her all of that money. And then it was somebody else and somebody else. And we
God
thought,
just kept on putting somebody in your path.
Just kept putting someone in my path. And I kept thinking, this is a lot of work just to do every couple of months. So we finally decided, I got a great board of women and handpicked everybody to come on board. And they've been with me ever since, 16 years now. But, we just decided that we would do one event every year and just raise as much money as we can because the monies have just gone crazy. I mean, people are just so giving and loving in this community. And, so we just decided we'd just do one event every year. And so we've been doing, the last probably 10 years, the first Saturday in October, every month. And so
Since October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Absolutely. Yeah, we used to do it in April or May and the winds were so bad. March and April, and the winds were so bad and the storms were so bad. So now we started doing it in October, but, last year we had 716 bike riders registered and we raised over $217,000.
And that was the year I told my testimony.
Exactly. And so it just has grown so much. I mean, it's just, I never in a million years, when God actually laid this on my heart, I thought, okay, I can do anything for a year. I didn't realize with 16 years and we're still doing the same thing and it just grows and it grows and it grows.
Well, I mean, isn't that true with God's plan? Like God has a plan and then we have our plan.
Right.
And then we know that our plan never happened.
No.
And we never even believed what God's plan is until he does it. And then you're just like in awe.
In awe. I mean, I would have never thought $217,000. We have helped, Susan, one of my board members, figured it out the other day. We have helped over 200 families. And we have spent over $1 million helping these families. And the money, like I said, I used to negotiate bills with the hospital, but then I just realized some people just need a break from paying their bills, you know?
Right.
So our goal is to make sure these houses are their mortgage is provided so they can keep their families to normal. You know, when it comes down to people having breast cancer, not one family ever contacts me for help. It's always somebody in the community saying, hey, have you heard so-and-so has breast cancer? And so they're too embarrassed to ask for help, you know, and I find that.
And they don't know all the options that do already have out there.
Absolutely. Because back in the day before all this, it was just like I was saying earlier, they would give you a recliner just so you could be comfortable. People don't understand that they need comfort, but they also need to keep their kids in a normal life and that life goes on even though mom is sick. The last thing a mother ever wants their children to know is that they're sick and that something can happen.
And that's why I felt that the year that I did it last year, I felt like my testimony really needed to be heard, not just about me, because it wasn't just about me and the breast cancer. It actually was all about my family.
It is a family disease.
And how you heard how Lisa Godwin had it.
Oh, yeah.
And how she lost her sister while fighting it.
Absolutely.
And then in the meantime became my daughter's kindergarten teacher. The year I got it first, yes, the year I got it first, and how she was just the angel that God had provided for me at that time. So it was so important for her to be up there.
Absolutely.
When I told my testimony, to understand that we are in this fight together.
Absolutely. And I do believe that the CSisters have so much in common, and they're always so willing to help each other, because I know a lot of these ladies are feeling so, I don't know what to do. But I have so many families that we have helped that all the ladies are always like, you tell me who needs help and who needs to be talked to, because I can let them know what their next move is, because they're scared.
And that's why we've been doing the episodes where they can find out like what me and Chrissy were doing. And now to add with you with the epilepsy and find out the different outlets that can be provided so you can actually help. I mean, there's many different kinds of diseases that actually really do affect women on a daily basis, and how our faith gets us through it, but also our sisterhood.
It is. And it's communicating with each other. And I'm going to tell you, nobody can stop a woman, a mother especially. We're going to go through every avenue to find the answer to make sure our kids are protected, our husbands are protected, just our family in general, that we know all the information that we need to know.
And now you have me on board.
Exactly.
And I have everything that I bring to it, along with the military.
Absolutely.
Which is another aspect that you guys didn't have a whole grip on before.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, the RHOTI has grown tremendously, without a doubt. Like I said, from 42 writers to 716. And this community just, again, blows me away. We have 5 different registrations this year, and at each registration is $35. You get your ride shirt that day. It also, the Crab Pot will be providing lunch for everybody that day. Fried on the Boat always performs for the Real Housewives on that day. We have a live auction and a silent auction that almost everybody in this community who owns a business gives us something to auction, because they know 100% of the money stays here.
Yes.
They also know that all of us on our board, we're all volunteers, so nobody gets paid.
Right.
And so everybody knows that we're a 501c3. So
yeah, but you also get paid a different way too, because I think you get your cup filled up with the joy that you guys have helping so many other people that desperately need it.
You can't even imagine the cards we get. We sit around and literally can tear up over the cards we receive from families saying, you have no idea what you just did for my family. You know, just because you just took so much pressure off of us financially.
Yes.
And that's, that to me, when you have financial help, it alleviates some of the stress in your life. And
you're not fighting on two fronts. You get to
Exactly.
focus on that one front you need to fight on.
Absolutely. And that was our goal, was to relieve some of that stress from them, because they're going through so much as it is, you know? Yeah. You go through so much as it is. So yeah.
I've been very lucky to have met you guys and met some of your staff.
Yeah.
And you didn't mention yet that you guys also sell merch too.
Oh yeah, we have great merchandise.
my
Absolutely.
gosh,
Every
yes.
year we have great merchandise, and sell a lot of that at our events. I think my event this weekend is at Lorelei's from 1 to 4.
Yes.
And then September 12th is at my last one is at the Shucking Shack on September 12th. But they go from 1 until 4. And so it's always a good time. They always have live entertainment, all that fun stuff as well. But if you want to register, you can come to one of our registrations, or you can go online on our website, which is REEL, like a fishing rod and reel, housewifesofTopsail.com, and you can register there as well. And we will have your pink shirt waiting for you when you get there that morning. And you can also register the morning of the bike ride in the park.
Now, to pay, they can pay in cash and by card.
Cash on card. If they're online, they can do it either way. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, for the merchandise, can they pay with card and cash that day too?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
And then for
In
the
God we
silent
trust.
auction, yeah.
In God we trust.
Yes.
The silent auction, exact same. Cash or card, either way. Yes.
Okay. And now if anybody can't come to the event or register for the event, is there a way that they can help support your cause?
Absolutely. You can either go on our website anytime and make a donation, or you can mail a check to P.O. Box 2067, Surf City, North Carolina, 28445. And we will also send you a letter at the end of the year or the beginning of the next year, so you can file all your donations on your tax returns.
Okay.
Because it's 100% write-off for you.
Now and there's other people that can sponsor as well.
Absolutely.
Do they do a different way for that?
Well, they do. We, on the back of our t-shirts, you will see our sponsorship levels. They start out at $100 and they go to $300. Then they go to $500 and $1,000. Well, 2 years ago, we had to step up because Sears Landings for the last couple of years has given us a $5,000 sponsorship, which I thought, no way in this world.
That's amazing.
But, their business has been affected with it too, because they have a lovely young lady there who she's 24 with breast cancer. She has I think her daughter is 9 months old maybe by now, but, she's going through her journey while she was pregnant, the whole 9 yards. So, they've been affected, and they've always given and given and given, just like everybody else in this community. It's amazing.
Yeah, that is really amazing.
It is indeed. But the shirts are made, and everybody's got their names on the back of the shirts. We have also a survivor shirt that the survivors can pick up as well. Then we give that to them free. So we have that available at each registration as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any questions, Emily?
I know you have your handpicked volunteers that work with you year round, but I know several people in Topsail Island and surrounding areas might be interested in getting involved with this.
Absolutely. We love our volunteers. And trust me when I tell you, my girls on the board are working diligently behind the doors, closed doors. So everybody who volunteers, we make sure we get them something to do. And if anybody is interested in volunteering, all you have to do is you can contact us on Facebook, or you can contact Stacy Justice, who sits on our board. She is the one who gets all the volunteers' phone numbers and all that good stuff and puts them in a place to help us out.
Awesome.
Yeah. But my number is 910-228-9960. In case anybody wants to contact me personally, I can get your name to Stacy as well.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you, I know you said you never had breast cancer, never went through that journey. Is there a specific reason you think God drew you to that specific type of cancer?
I'm not quite sure. I think it was, we were looking for something to do to give back. And I think Renee Callahan showed up and needed some help. So I know God put us there because I had never met Renee until all of this happen. And I've lived here for a very long time. And so has Renee. So, that was the first time we met when I gave her a call and said we were here to help her, that God had laid it on our hands. And, we just wanted to share it with her. And she's been a very big part of our Real Housewives. And we even have Real House husbands who have had breast cancer as well. So I tell all the women, all the time, make sure your husbands are checking themselves as well, because it happens. I had a couple, Richard and Tammy, Patterson. He is a pastor, and they both had breast cancer at the same time, a husband and wife team. Yeah. Which was very unheard of, especially at the same time, but they did. Yes. And they both survived. So they're doing great.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you kind of mentioned this a little bit, but how does the reel fit in? The REEL.
It is a fishing rod and reel.
Fishing rod.
Yeah, because, back when we started this, the Real Housewives of something had started.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, that's a cute little name, but I knew I couldn't use that because
Copyright.
Right. So I thought, well, it only makes sense, a rod and reel, because we live on the beach. And, back in the day when I moved here, it was a small fishing village. I mean, all we had here was fishermen.
Well, that's why I fell in love with it, because I grew up in the fishing area.
Oh, yeah.
Right near Gloucester and in Salem and Marblehead, all where they go fishing out of. And actually what's funny is that my cousin comes down here every year, and he's on, I forget what that show is called. But he comes down to the Outer Banks every summer to do, the fishing part of it, where he evaluates the fish and tells you what the price is.
Right.
And now, after his mother passed away from cancer, he now has the boat named after him. And now Scott goes out and he is a fisherman himself now.
Really?
Yeah, and it's amazing. But yeah, he actually was asking me
Is that right?
about the Real Housewives of Topsail Island too, because he heard of it.
Yeah, well, that's so cool.
And I was just like, this is so cool how many people are hearing about it. So when I brought it to your attention, you were like, oh, thank you so much. I'm like, well, this is the least I can do, because God just really intervened in our relationship.
Absolutely.
And in such an impactful way that we just want to give him the glory and pay it forward.
Well, that's it. And there's sometimes we get so exhausted and so worn out and so full of ideas. And then you just sit back and last night I had an incident and I just sat back and somebody said, give it to God. And I was like, okay, absolutely. I'm just going to hand it over to God and he'll take care of it. So yeah, I definitely give all the glory to God about this whole event. It has been just amazing how rewarding it is for everybody who sits on my board. And like I said, between Debbie Pikowski, Susan Billett, Neely Williams, Desi McAllister, Stacy Justice, it's been just absolutely amazing to work with these women. They give 100% of everything, and it just, it shows. When we find that final number, it shows how much we all give. So it's great.
Now, did anybody else that's on your board have breast cancer?
We had one of the girls who worked with us. Her name was Kelly DeRose, and Kelly ended up with cancer, and it started out in her mouth, and then it spread everywhere. And we lost Kelly, unfortunately, to cancer, but nobody else on my board has had cancer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's, like I said, it's been nothing but a blessing, because, these girls get in there, and Lori Speakman, how did I leave Lori out? Lori does so much for us as well. She does all of our IT, stuff. She's one of our newest board members. As a matter of fact, I just pulled on board because she's got so much IT experience, and us older ladies are like, okay, we have no experience with the computer. So between Lori and Neely, they do, and Susan, I can't say enough about Susan, Debbie. I can't say enough about my entire team. They are absolutely amazing, strong women in this community. Yeah. And blessed to have them.
So who is going to be the speaker this year?
Judge Faison is going to ask the blessing this year. And I don't see why you couldn't help us speak again this year, Colleen. You did such a good job last year. I would love that. Maybe you and Lisa Godwin. Yeah, maybe you and Lisa Godwin.
I would be honored to do that again. And I can actually pull up my sister with me too.
Absolutely. Because as you know, we always gather all of our survivors around, and Judge Faison will say the blessing over them. And he's a minister as well. Have you met him?
I have not yet.
Oh, you're going to love him. He is just the nicest, and his whole family, just nice people and faithful as they can be with God. And so, I thought he would be a good one. I usually ask my mayors to have the blessing. And, this year I met Judge Faison at an event and, sat on a committee with him and just was like in awe. So he was my choice. It was like we were meant to meet each other, through God. And then for him to share the word that day is going to be outstanding as well. So, yeah.
Oh, that's such an amazing.
Awesome. Yes.
I can't wait to meet him.
Oh, he's lovely. You will enjoy him and his wife. And I met his daughter. She was phenomenal as well. And they all have their hand in the ministry. So.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I actually brought my my sister back to God, actually, with my experience lately. Because she's like, you're right. There is no explanation why you are still here or why I am still here except for God.
There is, I don't know how anybody doesn't believe. I just can't. I wake up every morning and the first thing I say is, good morning, Lord. And then I say, good morning, Dad. Because I know he's right there with with God.
Well, unfortunately, we had to put my cat to sleep.
I'm so sorry.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Which was very tragic for my family.
Sure.
But in retrospect, he is not in pain anymore. And I'm kind of jealous because he gets to meet Jesus before I do.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, Tigger, just the one last swipe at me, right?
Right.
I get it.
Well,
But he is missed, but
you know where he is.
I know where he is.
Exactly.
Just like my dad. I know where my dad is.
I feel the same way.
And actually, what is it going to be? March? Yeah, March will be 5 years he'd be gone.
Wow. Yeah, I just had the 7 year, I think it was 7 years for my dad. Yep. And I'm blessed to have my mom. She's 86 and she's still here and she is kicking. I mean, she's all over the place. She sews with the church.
We are just about to have my mom's 80th birthday in October.
Nice. She goes and sews for the church 2 days a week. Makes quilts for the babies.
Yes,
the sick babies in the hospital. So she's got a great quilting group that she quilts with, which I love what they're doing. And my mom is also making a quilt to auction off at the Real Housewives with all the breast cancer. Yeah, the items that we auction are crazy. I have this one guy named Sean, and he is a chef. Ooh. And he and his wife Dawn always come to somebody's house. And I have a friend, Sherman, who just is determined to get that. Between him and Tiffany, they fight over this dinner. And then a girl named Mally who will come and pair each entree with a wine. So it's been like they get in competition. And I mean to tell you, they go head to head on who's getting this dinner. And it has gone up. It has gone for over $5,000.
Oh, that's amazing.
It is.
And I'm sure it's absolutely delicious.
Is phenomenal. And then one year somebody donated a bicycle from Walmart. It went up for auction. It went for $5,000. They said, give it back. So they gave it back. It went up for auction again. It went for $5,000 more. Then that person said, donate it back. It went back again and went for $5,000. So that one little Walmart $99 bicycle went for $15,000 that day.
That's amazing.
And you know what? It is not about the items. It's not about having your name on that shirt. No. It is simply about giving to a great cause and knowing that what you're donating is staying right here to help our community. Because, and I put on the bottom of my t-shirts, did you ever think God put us all here together to see what we could accomplish as a team? And so look what we've accomplished, this community. And, there's so many people who have recently moved here who still don't know about the Real Housewives. So I'm hoping this will get to them and let them realize that 100% of your money stays here. It helps local families, and it, in the last 2 months, we have helped families. That's how it goes, so sporadically though. And then there'll be months that nobody. And I thank God for that. But then the next thing you know, you'll get that one phone call and then you'll get another phone call and another. And so we do all the background check on them and talk with their doctors to confirm that, they are actually going through breast cancer. And, as soon as we get the okay from the doctors, then we are on it. Within a couple of days, they will receive a check in the mail to do as they need to take care of their families.
Wow. And we also didn't mention that last year, I noticed it wasn't just the police that decorate.
Yeah.
It was also the firemen that decorate.
And the houses that
decorate. And the stops along the way are amazing how they just... It's like its own little mini event within an event.
Well, the funny thing about that is when we first started this, we had to get sponsors for the waters. Now the families are like, we got a stop in front of our house. Don't worry about it. We don't have to get water from any of the grocery stores anymore because all the way down, the families come out and they decorate. There's
treats, all different kinds of treats.
And Luann, this one friend of mine who is a survivor as well, she just goes all out because she's so into it, and she gets a group of girls and guys, and they have snacks, they have waters, they have all the good stuff. And I mean, it's all the way. And I have to say that even as exhausted, because I ride this ride every year. Yes. I used to pedal my bicycle every year, but like I said, I'm turning 66 tomorrow. So I have an e-bike now because I need to get there and get back so I can get on stage to get the party started, the celebrations of life started. And so we do recommend that anybody who is riding an e-bike, we'd love to see you wearing helmets, or even a regular bicycle wearing helmets.
Yes.
But if you're 16 or younger, it is absolutely required that you do have to wear a helmet. And I have
public safety is
absolutely,
very important too.
Yes.
especially on those e-bikes, And then I have people who say, well, what happens if I don't finish the ride? I don't care. I got your money. That's all we needed you to do was register.
That's what happened last year to me. I can only go halfway and then come back.
Right.
But at least I felt like I made a difference.
You absolutely make a difference. Everybody who participates that day, even each mayor will call the people, and just leave them a message. Hey, please make sure you realize tomorrow the Real Housewives are riding their bicycles. Please be polite, and
we get a police escort.
And we get our police department. Yep. We have escorts for that as well.
And we have participants that actually it's become almost like a competition of who
decorates.
who has the best group decorating themselves in different outfits and everything too.
We have a group of my friends from the canals, and we have angel wings that we wear on every time, and tutus, the whole 9 yards. But everybody decorates their bikes. I've always had a bouquet of flowers in my basket since the day one. So if you ever see, there's one bicycle is pink, and it's got a leopard color seat on it with a basket of flowers, and that was our original artwork for the Real Housewives. That was actually my bicycle. That my husband and I painted one day, and my mother made the seat cover out of leopard because I was like, let's give it a little pizzazz here.
You always need a little flair.
That's exactly right. So so everybody, it has become a competition about let's see if we can outdo each other. Yeah, it's been fantastic.
It's becoming bigger and bigger, and that's why it was so important to have her on so we could reach more people. Because I feel like if other people knew in other states,
absolutely, they would start their thing.
They would start funding, and maybe Real Housewives of Topsail Island could spread out and start going state to state.
I think you got a point there, Colleen. Everybody keeps asking me about this, but I just retired. I'm ready to travel, but I would love to see other communities start this program, and I would certainly help anybody start.
Well, places like, near MD Anderson in Florida,
anywhere
or in Texas,
any community to start something like this,
even just near a cancer center.
Absolutely. And the
funding can go to people there.
And it's like you said, Zimmer.
Yes, Zimmer has been my saving grace and has been there with me every step of the way, and has given me so much information. I almost don't know where to start with people when they talk to me, because I was like, we have this and we have this and we have this and we have this, and you need to talk to your social worker right away, and you can get this grant and this grant, and you can get the gas cards if you have more than 2 appointments a week.
Well, I have heard nothing but fabulous about Zimmer. And Dr. Bebb. We talked about Dr. Bebb.
Dr. Bebb, my general surgeon. He was amazing.
Well,
and he gave me who his wife's OBGYN was.
Love
and
that.
So, like, we're just getting more doctors and more doctors.
We're family now. Well, I went to met with Dr. Bebb one evening, and he is one who helped me. You know, I was like, what do I need to do? And he and I, neither one knew what to do, but I knew that I could send my patients to him and that he would take care of them, because he is such a Christian man, and he prays over all his patients
every single
time. So anytime somebody calls me and says, I've been diagnosed, I'm like, try to get in with Dr. Bebb, because he is phenomenal. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's others out there, but Dr. Bebb was the one who took the time to meet with me and to just say, you got this, you can do this.
I kind of do one further, and I'm not trying to be sneaky about it, but I also send my non-Christian friends over there, because I figure if anybody can prove that Jesus is alive, he can.
Absolutely. He and his staff.
Absolutely.
They're fantastic. And he is phenomenal. When I used to pay the bills for the girls, which became way too overpowering for me, because it took every day to negotiate a bill. But Dr. Bebb never ever hesitated. I could just talk to the office manager and say, it's Annette with the Real Housewives. I just need to pay a bill for and she would automatically give me a great discount just to pay the bills. But like I said earlier, it finally got to the point that it was taking so much of my time trying to negotiate bills that I just realized the best thing I can do is let the family have the money, and then they can decide what's important to them and what they need to do, and to take care of their family. You know, there's times I tell women, go to the spa for the day. Just do something for yourself, because you've been through so much, and don't feel guilty about it. This is on us, okay?
Right.
But I do like them to have the option of what they need. They know their family's needs. I don't. And I'd rather them be taken care of than that hospital bill, to be honest.
Right?
Yeah. The
hospital bills will always be there.
But family
situations
and time
and memories.
Yes.
You can't
get them back.
You can't get them back.
Nope.
And in situations like that, or like me right now, you know, I try to make memories wherever I can. So even having the bad memory of, you know, the cat passing, we still went out to dinner and had Dairy Queen last night, because I always try to make a bad situation not be the permanent memory.
Absolutely.
So like even when my father passed away, when we were coming back from South Carolina and finding out that, we all went out to dinner as a family together and made a good memory, because I feel that good memory is not going to outshine that bad memory, but it is going to make it just a little bit lesser.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's crazy, because when my father died, we were at my mom's house, my brother and sister, and Cindy got a phone call, and Cindy was like, excuse me? And she said, hang on, let you talk to my sister. So I got on the phone, and it was an organization who wanted my father's skin for breast surgeries, to use his skin, because he had great skin, and they wanted to use some of his skin to use on women for mastectomies or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was like, okay, God, that was a real thing, you know, because why would you call us?
Well, Dr. Bebb, when he did my double mastectomy, he worked with the plastic surgeon to have the reconstruction all done in one fell swoop. And did you know that was outpatient surgery?
Really?
I went home the same day.
Isn't that crazy?
And I went home the same day after the hysterectomy, too.
Oh, me too. Me too. But I think, honestly,
it's amazing what medical
now, or
either
it's our insurance companies don't want to pay for it. That's to stay in the hospital for the medical treatment.
True, but I feel that I feel healing at home is so important.
Much better. Well, I mean, if you're in the hospital, they wake you up every 5 minutes to check your blood pressure or something. At least you can go home and rest and be back to a normal situation, which I think helps the process of healing as well.
It absolutely does.
Absolutely.
And being in an environment that you've already created that warmth and invitement.
Yes.
And I don't know about anybody else's house, but everybody says that when they walk into my house, it's like walking into church because they just feel the love as soon as they walk in. And some people have even said that like back pain is gone,
Wow.
like completely gone. And it's been more than one person that said that.
Wow.
When they walk into my house, and that they literally feel like they have been wiped clean.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you felt
show.
that when you walked into my house, but it was just, for me, I like to have a nice, cozy environment, but we have Jesus everywhere.
Oh, there you go.
We do.
Absolutely.
In my kids' rooms, they go to sleep reading the Bible before bed.
Love it.
And it helps their brain slow down.
Absolutely.
But it also helps them. I always say, first thing in the morning and last thing before bed is the most important time for you.
Right.
And those are the times where you need to just be with God.
Yes.
Well, I know, I walk the bridge every day, and that is my time with God. You get to the top of that bridge and you just look all around you, and all you can do is thank God for living in such a fabulous community and being put here together to accomplish, again, all the things that we accomplish. This little community raises so much money to help local people. It's absolutely incredible. But we figured it up one time, and there's a Christmas show they do at Gilligan's. Paddle for the Troops does a good little event. And there's just, the over, and I think we figured it up. I think that between all of us, we raise over $1 million a year, and that money stays in our community.
That's amazing. I mean, it's amazing that they raise that, but it's amazing that it stays in the community because that is so important.
It is so important.
Especially these days when doing fundraisers, you never know where the money's going.
But you can always look that up too and just see. And, there's also Ocean Fest. They put on a huge event every year, and they do a great job as well. And so their money goes back to, I think, a lot of scholarships and a lot of ocean, environmental stuff.
Yeah, for
too.
like the surfing competitions and stuff
exactly,
like that.
Exactly. And I think there was a guy, Gary, Gary. Anyway, he had a surfing group that he used to work with all the time. And I think they came to church here, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably.
But Gary.
You have the Surfers Healing.
Healing. Larry Rice also was involved in that. And now they have another whole group, but they give away scholarships. That little, what is the surfing club here?
Christian surfers.
Christian surfers? Or coastal surfers?
Maybe
it's coastal surfers.
I think there's,
Christian coastal surfers?
It's something.
It's something like
there's
that.
the Topsail Island Longboard Association. They give back as well to scholarships locally for kids in high school.
And the cool thing about this, to get back to the Real Housewives of Topsail Island, is all these areas and these events, you guys donate to each other, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We support each other 100%. Absolutely.
And I find that so important after not having different things. Like you hear about the American Red Cross and stuff like that, or the Salvation Army, and you really wonder, where is the money going?
Well, if you look, you can see how much their CEOs make every year, and it does give you a new perspective on things. I mean, I personally used to give to those foundations, but now I keep everything local because I do want to make sure I take care of our local community.
See, my husband used to do that because in the military, you donate to certain places and you put your pay in certain places. And I said, you don't know where their money is going in those ones.
Right.
Why don't you take that and you donate locally? Because you know where it's going.
Yes.
And so now he stopped doing that, and now he donated locally. And now that he is retired and now an air traffic controller, he actually talks to other people at Albert Ellis Airport where he works to tell them about doing that as well.
Absolutely. Everybody should donate locally because, again, we don't get paid besides through our faith, and we don't make money off of this. We are here to give all of it back.
Well, not just that. There's also local businesses here that really, really rely on the tourists.
Absolutely. And we have a lot of people who vacation around our trip. I mean, around our event. They'll call us, and say, okay, when's the date? And by the way, which is October 3rd this year, in case we forgot to mention that. It starts at 8 o'clock in the morning at Soundside Park. But, a lot of people will call and say, when is it? We're vacationing around this event. So it's really exciting.
And like this year, my sister and her husband are coming up for the event.
I love it. And even like we were talking earlier, Herring Sports, RHOTI, at 50 South, they donate their bicycles so people can ride and participate that day. And they do it at no charge. And that's what I love about this community. And those are the kind of things that the new people will figure out, that you have to give back to this community for people to come visit your store.
Yes.
Because you got to stand out, and you've got to be able to say, we support the Real Housewives because of what they do in this community, and mean it with conviction,
And not just support with materials, but to support,
sponsorships or like I said,
donating the money that you do get, and just letting people know, I'm going to charge you this, but this money is going towards the event.
Or, I mean, for me, I'd rather them just donate the bike, and that way they have that fulfillment of giving back as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Rocky and, Steve do every year, and they've done it for me from the very beginning.
To know, Rocky is Lisa Godwin's husband,
and
who is my little guardian angel.
And I'm originally from Sanford, and so are they.
Oh,
and then you got Steve and Jesse, who own Herring Sports, and they've been, affected by cancer as well numerous times. So they are huge supporters as well. So yeah, they're all about giving. And that's, again, I can't say it enough. I think God brought us all together in the small communities just to see what we can all do together. And we definitely have done it.
And there's more to come.
More to come is right.
More to come, and you never know where we're going to branch out.
Woo! This is going to be fun, Colleen.
God will provide.
He absolutely does.
He will provide the people. He will provide the money and the time, and he'll show us the direction that he wants us to go.
Exactly, and we'll just follow him.
Absolutely,
like we have for the last 16 years,
and still going,
strong. Absolutely.
But also, a great thing about the event too is that you get to meet other survivors and hear their stories too.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like each one has such a very valuable story. I wonder if, 1 year, if we were to do not like a testimony booth, but like a little booth where some of the survivors could go in and just do like a 5-minute, tell their story.
Awesome.
Like we used to do at the Women of Joy conference. That's how I learned all about it, because I actually did that, and they actually
great idea.
They put me on the Worldwide Women of Joy conference when I did mine.
Did
not know until after the fact. I was like, you could have given me a little heads up here, but okay.
Well, not only that, when you're riding your bike that day, there's. You meet so many people on that ride because you're passing people and you're going down the street. Then you're riding with a group and you sit there and you talk with them for a little bit. And I'll never forget, probably within the first 5 years of us doing this, we went back to Sears Landing because that was our home base. And, I remember the place was packed and all you could see was Real Housewives t-shirts everywhere. And I remember this couple came up and said, we can't find a place here. And this lady and her husband were sitting at a booth and they said, y'all can join us. Let's talk about our day. So they all sat together, and I'm sure they kept a friendship over that, just pulling each other in and just welcoming each other into this community. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have a lot of the hotels, the motels, the Airbnbs, who will give you a discount if you say I'm here riding with the Real Housewives. So they get discounts on the rentals, which I think is a great idea because it's off season anyway. But
I wonder if, after the event, because I know how you post the pictures after the event, if you could, post a little thank you for the sponsors.
Oh, we absolutely do. We have their, like I said, their names are on all of our shirts. everything is about our sponsors and our survivors, of course. But no, we absolutely have banners actually with all their names on them as well. That's
amazing.
For the next 4 weeks, they will go up and you'll see all the, not all the sponsors, but we do from the $1,000 up, because if I did them all, we'd be riding around in circles around the roundabout for hours.
It would be like the Super Bowl.
Exactly. Because that's exactly what this community feels like on that day. It's like the game on. Let's do this. Let's do this.
It really does. And it's we start at Soundside Park.
And we ride bicycles all the way to the St. Regis.
Okay.
Then we turn around there and come back to the park. And then Crab Pot will be hosting lunch along with the Surf City fish behind it. And they're building a stage. And like I said, Fright on the Boat, my husband, Daryl, his team plays every year and they do it for free. So,
and it is great music. Even if you just want to come out and hear that music and go do the silent auction. It's amazing.
But the live auction is where it just takes literally I sit on that stage and cry, because it's like, thank you, Lord, that these people have such giving, loving hearts that they just keep on and on. It's like between Stephanie, Trish, Sherman. It's a ton of Dale Pollard. They're all just out there with their hands up. We got numbers,
Yeah.
So it's a great day and a great event. And I would love to see everybody in this community, and even like standing, families who come outside their houses that day and cheer us on all the way down the island is like, it just makes you just say, thank you, Jesus, that these people really know what we're doing. And sometimes they'll stop you and give you a 20 or a 10 or something to say, put it toward the event, or let me give me a donation or whatever.
So what is one lasting impression you want to leave with people?
My last impression would be that God sent me on this earth to do something bigger than I ever thought I would ever accomplish. He also sent me the right people to make it happen. And I am just blessed beyond with a great family, and love supporting this community and volunteering in this community. I can't say enough about the community. I think God put me in this community for a reason. When I was a child, even, it was like we came here. This was our beach, and then I came back after my son was 2. So now he's 40.
It's normally 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
But unfortunately here, it's going to be 3.
Exactly. So I don't even know what my last impression would be, besides praise God and thank you for everybody who gets involved and to continue to support us and make sure our journey continues every year.
Thank you so much, Annette, for your time and for your information. And for you all, next time on the CSisters, we'll be interviewing Amanda Grintham and her amazing testimony.
Come hear more of our podcast on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Don't forget, even in the roughest waves, we know who calms the waters.
We will see you next time on the CSisters.